Welcome back into SportsCenter. It is 8:19 Eastern, and this is our hidden ball trick out of North Carolina. The Carolina Mudcats pulling off the all-time sneak attack.
Ursig still has the ball in his glove, and time has not been called. Tucker hasn't stepped off the bag yet. Ursig is waiting. The umpires are letting this play out.
We're going to speed this tape up for you because we know you got things to do on this Thursday morning. But rest assured, it took a while for the Mudcats to get the Buies Creek Astros Kyle Tucker out. But he certainly did. As soon as Tucker of the Astros steps off the bag, that's Lucas Ursig, ultra aware, tagging him out. Astros manager Omar Lopez is furious, but the call would stand. That is how you do it with the hidden ball trick, a trick as old as time. Hi there, I'm Will Reeve, and this is why we love sports today. The Mudcats, they've clearly been big on surprises recently. That was just yesterday. And you'd think that the hidden ball trick is about as big a surprise as you can get in baseball, but just a few days ago, the team pulled off a huge surprise with much, much higher stakes. This is Carly and Cameron Daigle. They're heading out thinking they're part of a VIP experience with the Mudcats, getting to throw out the first ball. And they certainly were two lucky fans, but not for the reasons they thought. You see, the catcher they're throwing to turns out to be someone very special.
Tonight we have a special Mudcats player catching those first pitches. Please, fans, join me in welcoming home United States Air Force Technical Sergeant Lance Todd Daigle.
That's Carly and Cameron's dad, U.S. Air Force Technical Sergeant Todd Daigle, returning home after a 6-month deployment in Southwest Asia. He surprised his kids on the mound, and we are honored to be joined this morning live by the Daigle family here on SportsCenter AM. Carly, Cameron, Todd, and Emily, thank you guys so much for joining us. And we'll start with you, Technical Sergeant. What exactly went into planning this surprise?
Well, my wife and one of our friends basically came up with the idea, and I contacted the Mudcats, and they got back with me right away, and they said, hey, we'll do whatever we need to do, and just let us know exactly when you're coming home. So after a while, when I finally figured out when I was coming home, they set up the day, and from there, they did everything.
Kids, when did you think your dad was coming home?
The 3rd, yesterday.
So he came in earlier than expected. And Carly, I understand, what exactly did you think you guys were getting into when you were going out to throw the first pitch?
I don't know. I thought it was a joke at first, like whenever we first got the letter, because we got it on April Fool's Day. So it was funny, but I thought it was cool. I didn't know that anything was going to happen at all.
Well, it was certainly no joke, and it was a very emotional moment, clearly, for those of us watching. I want to know what it was like for you being there. Cameron, one of the most emotional parts of the video that we've seen is when you realize who the catcher is. What sort of emotions were you feeling when you realized it was Dad?
I was happy, and I was, like, super surprised. And, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too. Dad had been away for a long time. What did it mean to you to see him, especially when you weren't expecting it?
Like, it was very shocking at that moment. And then...
Yeah, man. I would be shocked too. And it was a great moment, and you handled it really well, and it made us all feel really happy. Sergeant, how did you keep the surprise? It must be tough to know you're coming home early and not be able to tell.
Yeah, it was tough keeping the surprise, because every time when I was talking to my wife, most of the time we were on speakerphone, on FaceTime or whatever, and, you know, the kids were always around, and I almost got caught up a couple times saying, you know, different things here and there, and she's like, shh, shh, shh. And so it was tough. In fact, my oldest son, who lives in Texas, he kind of called me on it. He said, I think I know what's going on. But sorry, I mean, it's bad he wasn't able to be there, but, you know.
Emily, what was it like for you watching your kids head out onto the field, knowing what was about to happen?
Oh, it was amazing. Like, I couldn't ask for anything better. That's exactly what I wanted, was the looks on their faces to know that he's home. And I don't know, it was everything we can ask for.
What did it mean to you when the cameras went away for you all to be together finally again?
Oh, it was nice. It's good just to, I got to see him every now and then on FaceTime or whatever, but just being home with them and being able to hold them and hug them and just hang out watching TV or go ride bikes or anything, it's awesome to be home.
What's next for the Daigle family now that you're back?
Just ease back into life, My wife's been doing everything since I've been gone. She's been handling everything, so it's kind of just like me trying to ease back into things and, Well, but, yeah, I just wanted to, we never expected it to be this big. We did it just for the kids. And for it to get this much play and stuff, it's amazing. But, just wanted to thank all the service members, present, past and present, because without them, this wouldn't be possible.
Absolutely. Hopefully no more surprises. And if there are surprises, may they be of this variety. Thank you so much for your service and for joining us, Technical Sergeant Daigle and family. That is why we love sports today. There will be more SportsCenter AM coming up right after this.